We'll wait a few minutes until everyone joins, then we can start.
Great.
Hello, everyone.
Hi, Max. Looking good.
Yeah, I wish I had hair like when I did this 3D scan, but now I can shine brighter than ever, you know.
It's okay. Okay, Max, we're gonna wait a few minutes so everyone can join, then we can start.
No worries. Take your time. Okay, starting to fill up or about here. We wait a couple of minutes, and as soon as we are complete, we are going to start. Maybe we begin like, what kind of countries do we have here today? I mean, I think Germany and some other countries, regions. Yeah, I guess so. Okay, not that talkative yet.
It's only the question whether it's a talk webinar or a non-talk webinar, right? So you're not
you can
allowed to talk.
Right now, you are as always allowed to talk. Another one from Germany, nice. Like when we start the presentation, we will mute the rest, and afterwards we'll have a little question round. So feel free to talk now, so it's not that silent. I think silence is always a little bit intimidating in such a big group when at least one has his camera on.
Yeah, I see that the good thing is that many who joined are SeekMake customers who are already using SeekMake system. So this is a good thing. And for the new ones, we're gonna do a quick introduction later, maybe so you can know more what we do and how we can help you grow your business.
This is a very good point. Thank you. Maybe we can Italy. Okay, we're getting far more international here. Like maybe you can all write in the chat if you're using SeekMake already or not. Maybe you can give us a thumbs up or a thumbs down. I think I know a couple of names, but I'm not that sure about it.
I just wanted to say that this is a really interesting topic, right? When we're from the manufacturing side, at least on our side, we're very focused on manufacturing, making parts. So, of course, we are a very digital company, but SEO and increasing visibility online is an art or science in itself. So it's very useful to get some insight here from someone who knows the stuff. So thanks a lot for offering this, Max.
Definitely, yeah. I mean, we have to help our users out to get further, and you can have the best service, the best quality control, and the best machines. If you're not visible, you are not selling. It's a little bit unfair, but this is how the business developed in the last 4 years. So we're here to support you and get you guys further. So I would say we wait 2 minutes and then we will start.
Max, it's good to mention that most people who join this webinar are interested in 3D printing, because 3D printing is SeekMake is more dedicated to 3D printing. We have manufacturers for CNC and sheet metal, but this is dedicated to more 3D printing.
Okay. So I 3D printing is my kind of topic, so shouldn't be a problem so far. Maybe Adele, you want to start sharing your presentation?
Okay, perfect. I will start, then Max, you can follow up with more details.
For sure.
Okay, hello everyone. So we're gonna make it very quick, very simple, so you can get the most useful things. And then we will have some time for Q&A, and then we can go case by case. If you need anything, you can reach out. The goal is to help you get more orders, grow your business. Like Max mentioned it, you can have the best machines, you can have the best service, but if you're not visible to customers, you're gonna die. I know it's harsh, but growing a business in the AI age is different than it was before. So right now, we're gonna try to help our customers and the new people coming to get most of it. Okay, we're gonna start with SEO. Everyone knows what's SEO. It's search engine indexation. So when customers go to Google, they look for a 3D printing service in Berlin or in Italy, they're gonna see the top 3 results, they're gonna choose one, and they're gonna stick to that one. So this is the first topic. Then we're gonna talk about buyer keywords, what buyers are looking for, what they type on Google. Then we're gonna talk about how to convert the customer. When a customer lands on your website, we need CTAs, which are call to actions to convert that customer. Then we're gonna go to the Q&A. I hope it will be clear. If you want to stop me, you can stop me, but we will have more time for Q&A later. So the main 3 reasons why your shop is not visible is that you have a very generic homepage. Most businesses create a very generic homepage with general information. They use AI or they use a template on WordPress and Shopify. Second is there is weak trust signals. You need to mention your customers, you need to mention your previous experience. And then we have waiting on organic alone. So people expect that if they have a website, they will be visible. But it's not the case. You need a website, then you need the growth engine that will make your website visible to customers. So first and most important thing, why aren't the requests for codes coming in? Most people who have a website, they don't have an instant quoting system. And buyers, they're used to Xometry and Habits.com. Xometry is a $2 billion company. They made more than $4 billion in revenues in the last 2 years. 80% of customers in Europe or US or any place on earth work with Xometry because Xometry provides the best user experience. Customers upload a file, they get a design feedback, they get an instant price offer, they pay online, checkout, and production starts. So buyers are used to this process. If you don't have an instant quoting system on your website, it's going to be a challenge for the customer to send you an email or to fill a form to ask for a price offer. Then you need to see the email the next day, reply, a lot of back and forth. So it's not going to work. Even for B2B customers. B2B customers can still order on Xometry and they don't see a price. In some cases on Xometry, you upload a file, then you say, I need 100 of this, and it will show you request a manual code. And customers still request a manual code and wait for a code in 1 or 2 days. But the process is still the same. Upload the file, submit the application, not just send the email and wait. So we have a Google Ads set up with SeekMake, a system to track orders, codes, file uploads, summary page visit. So you can track your customers step by step. So I'm gonna show this later also. So we're gonna start with SEO. So most people think that SEO, you need to add more blogs, more content about 3D printing, and that's it. But it's not the case. You need to mention some keywords that are very important for customers. So for example, I'm a buyer. I'm looking to 3D print something in SLA, and it's a prototype. I'm gonna go to Google and look for 3D printing SLA prototyping code, because there is a lot of content about the keywords who are generic, like 3D printing, I don't know, FDM, SLA, but the combined keyword like SLA prototyping code, this is one of the most important things in SEO, is to combine certain keywords, which are, for example, material plus process, or industry specific, like medical device prototyping, or local and urgency, 3D printing near me, same day rapid prototyping. Based on our experience, these are the most successful keywords in the 3D printing industry. And don't expect to create 4 pages with the SLA prototyping code and nylon SLS parts and you expect to get traffic. You need at least 250 combinations of these words on your website to get a medium traffic through those pages. And there is a lot of plugins if you're using WordPress or Shopify or even custom websites. There is a lot of plugins where you can put a CSV of all these keywords and it will generate the pages or the content automatically. So you take all your materials, all the processes that you offer, you create a CSV, and then you create the combinations, then you add those keywords to your pages. We recommend to create between 200 to 500 pages at least using plugins and automation so you can get medium traffic that can generate codes and orders. So I'll show you an example of one of our customers. So this customer does 0 ads. He doesn't reach out to buyers. He does nothing on the marketing on sales side, but he created more than 3,000 pages with different combinations of keywords, with processes, materials, industry specific. And then those pages got indexed. And this is some of the results for 90 days. 90 days is very low time frame to check SEO, because SEO usually takes months to be indexed, but it's a very good result for the first 9 days. As you see here, before the 9 days, he had very low traffic on his website. And in only 90 days, he grew to 2,500 clicks. By clicks, I mean people, organic people, buyers, interested, who searched on specific keywords on Google, and they found this manufacturer, and they visited their website. And all of this is organic. So he spent nothing. Just 1 day of setup, and he got this. And of course, SEO will improve by time. So this manufacturer has 3,000 pages, like I mentioned it. 3,000 pages have, I don't have the exact number, but a big number of the combinations he has. He has, for example, let's say 25 different materials, 3 processes. You multiply that by each other so you can know how much combinations of words you can take. Then you can add some keywords like prototyping, like code. Let's say the manufacturer is based in Germany, so you can add cities in Germany like SLA printing, prototyping in Berlin, in Köln, in Hamburg, in Lübeck, and this kind of keyword combinations. So the specific feature that SeekMake has to help our users to track either SEO or Google Ads, we have this feature. You can find it in quoting plugin page. In advanced mode, you will find this managed tracking. So in managed tracking, you see here, track codes, track orders, track file upload, track opening summary page. So I'm not going to go into details because this is a bit technical, but I just want to show you that we have a special integration with SEO and Google Ads that you can use to track all of these events. We call them events because they are trackable. So if a customer uploads a file, we can track that specific event So this is combined with Google Tag and Google Ads. You can get your first quotes and orders through paid or through SEO. I'm going to go into more details about this later. Okay, now we will go about ads. I'm going to start with an example. This manufacturer has spent 93 euros and got 65 conversion. By conversion, I mean either a quote or an order, not only a file upload. So customer needs to complete the quote request process or pay and check out for an order. So these results are amazing. Imagine investing less than 100 euros and getting 65 customers. So this is made through a combination of Google Ads, SEO, and of course, Google Ads has assets. By assets, I mean your marketing materials. You have pictures of previously 3D printed parts. You have videos. Marketing material is important. So 1 day of setup on Google Ads, 2 weeks of Google Ads learning how to reach your customers. Then you target special audience. Like, for example, you add keywords on Google Ads. You say, I'm going to target, for example, France, Italy, people who are interested in the manufacturing industry, people who are looking for specific keywords. And you can get these results. And I think it was in 1.5 months. So 100 euros almost, 65 customers in less than 45 days. So the conversion is 1.43 euros per customer. So I showed the main things. I don't want to go into too much details. I want more questions so we can reply and we can help you better. So we're gonna go now to a Q&A session, and then we're gonna give the floor to Max to talk more. Then, okay, let's start. Who has a question? Who wants to know more?
Silence. Okay, Adele, thank you very much for this input. I think this, even though it was just scratching the surface, this was a lot of input for people that weren't familiar with this. So I forgot to introduce myself. A couple of existing customers know me already. My name is Max Brinkmann. I'm the owner and founder of BrinkTech. We are a professional service bureau for B2B service printing in Cologne. And we started using SeekMake over 2 years ago. And we work closely to develop the tool perfectly for a European market. And we are using this internally and externally for internal calculation, external calculation, shipping, ordering, stuff like this. So if you have any questions around integrating and using the tool inside the company, feel free to come forward to me. And yeah, are there any questions about SeekMake, about the SEO integration, anything that we can answer that was unanswered before?
So I have a specific question about connecting SeekMake with Google Ads. In the presentation, it was said that pointing Google Ads to the instant quoting page of SeekMake or something like that.
Yes.
Can you explain a little bit how that connection works specifically? And I think, Max, you have given us input that we should actually put a lot of content on the page where we point everything to.
Definitely. So this is a very complex topic where I personally would need around an hour to explain this to you. But luckily, we have internal specialists at SeekMake. So I'd be happy to connect you maybe also right now to a specialist of ours that can go through this setup process, because it's quite difficult, but he will gladly assist you with this. Maybe one of us is free right now.
Yeah, sure. Hello, so so thank you for being here today. I'm going to explain your question like in simple terms. So basically, the SeekMake tracking system is like a full pipeline that connects your website to Google Ads, even though Google Analytics, Meta, Facebook as well. So you have no problem with that. So basically, so every action that visitor made, like purchase, fill form, or quote request, is recorded accurately and feedback into the platform. So in an easy way, the ad platform then use this data to find more people like this customers. So it is after the learning phase, it will only serve you with the best customers like this one. So basically, this is a simple explanation that I can do.
And just one thing to add is that it's connected to Google Tags. So you need to have a Google Tag account, a Google Ads account. Then you create the tags and you add the event ID to the SeekMake integration. And of course, we help on that. You just need to add us to your Google Tag and Google Ads, and we help you track those events.
Just for the beginning, maybe, so there is no wrong understanding. I tried to do this myself without a team, and I burned around €1,000 in ad budget. So please let yourself not make the same mistake and go directly with our experts, so you don't do the same mistake that I did.
Yeah, the same thing happened to me as well years ago, where I spent like low digits on Google Ads, and that's why I haven't spent any since. Yeah. I guess it's everyone pays that learning fee in the beginning.
For sure, leave this to the experts. So maybe Harald, you can go with SeekMake into a separate call, so I can take care of the rest of the call. So you can set it up.
I think Max, we can schedule another meeting with Harald, exactly. And then for now, we continue the webinar, then we can set up separate meetings.
Okay. Did we have anything left in the presentation? Maybe, no, I think we're ready. So are there like any other specific questions to SeekMake, to setting up Google Ads? How about to build a 3D printing business? Please come forward.
I made sure that I made a very short presentation so we can get questions. I see a lot of people, and I know a lot of people. For example, Brandon. Brandon, can you hear us?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Yeah, I know, Brandon, that you were setting up your system. Any updates on your side?
Not really. We're still trying to get the updates done on our end. We are planning on launching the new site here around the end of July, beginning of August. I do have a lot of questions for SeekMake, but I think that might be outside of what we're discussing today. But one thing I do have a question on is the Google Ads. Since I already have Google Ads and the Google tags attached to my website itself, is it going to cause any issues by adding SeekMake or?
No, I don't think, Brandon, no. And we usually, with our customers, we create a new Google Ad account and a Google Tag account. We prefer to have it separate so we can have results only from those events. Sometimes events that can create a lot of mess. So we prefer always to have separate accounts.
Okay. That was kind of my question, was whether or not we should divide up the Google with the SeekMake. So that answers that one.
Okay, perfect. I saw also Elena. Elena, are you part of E3V, right?
They're all a little bit shy today.
Okay, I'm gonna send you, Harold. I'm gonna customer support will send you a message on WhatsApp to show you where you can find it. But it's a code plugging page and display and setup advanced mode.
Thanks.
So if there's anyone that wants to talk about his needs in private, I just send in my email address into the chat. So please go ahead, send me a message, and we can connect in the next days. So I totally understand, because here are some business secrets that could be shared if you want to talk with some of us alone. And if there are like any needs or help requested of setting up SeekMake for your company, please come forward.
Yes, perfect. Okay, for the second part, Max, I want to show one of our features that we launched newly, which is text to 3D.
Good idea, yeah.
I'm going to share my screen and present this feature. Okay, everyone can see my screen?
Yes.
Okay, perfect. So the main challenge, most new 3D printing businesses don't get their first orders because now 60% or even more customers, they come with a design that is not 3D printable, or they don't have a design, or because most B2C customers, they don't know how to design. And B2C customers are still customers, and you can get very large B2B customers from B2C customers. And I had my own 3D printing business years ago, and I saw one of the largest orders I had because I worked with a B2C customer and I did the design for him. So he knew my business. He recommended it to a company. Then the company came to me and I did a 60,000 euros order from that company. So it's very important not to lose those B2C customers who don't have a design, who send you a picture, who want a design, or they send you a file from any website and they want to print it. So we have this new Create with AI feature where you can implement it on your plugin and you let your customers design very simple models. For example, phone stand. They can just prompt anything here. The AI will optimize the prompt. They can click generate, and then the AI will generate the 3D model for them. The big added value here is that the generated model will be 100% printable. So you don't have issue in this. Then the customer, after getting the 3D model, he can just click one button, see a price, order it on the spot. The system is getting better. We just added upload an image, so they can even upload an image and get a printable 3D model. It's not made for artistic 3D models. You can't generate a face, but you can generate a box, you can generate a phone stand, mostly mechanical parts. It takes a bit of time, between 30 to 40 seconds, but it's very accurate. We're doing all the checks for thin walls, for closed geometry. So that's why you don't waste a lot of time with your customers who don't have experience in design and 3D printable parts. So we launched this feature only a few weeks ago, I think 3 weeks ago, and already more than 6,000 models have been generated. From those 6,000 models, more than 1,000 models have been 3D printed. So it proved that there is a lot of demand from customers who don't have a design. And based on this, like you see, for example, this is a very simple phone stand. And the feature that I really love is that it's easily editable. So we can, from here, just update the size. So customers won't have an excuse not to have a very simple 3D model. We did this because we saw that there is a lot of demand for very simple parts, for, I don't know, spare parts, and people try to find them on the internet and try to design them, and then finally they give up. So what I recommend, even for large businesses who do only B2B, having this feature on your website, even letting your customer generate models, and it's very cheap. And this is the added value that we added, because such system consume a lot of AI power, and all major players right now, they're giving it for like pay as you go. We are giving it for free. So you have limited credits per day, but it's enough to let your customers play with it. So for example, we generated this, get the price, they add the email. That's it. Now we are in your own instant code. You select the material, you select the process, get the price, place order, and just print it. And it can generate very cool stuff. We've seen very cool stuff that generated with this. And based on the past few weeks, customer loved it. So I hope this is clear. And maybe I want to show one more thing. By the way, my name is Richard, and my goal here is to help our customers get more orders. And this is what I do. I had a 3D printing business before, I sold it, and now I'm full-time helping businesses grow. there is a hidden feature that few know it, which is this feature. So you can check if your customer has seen the code or no. So this feature tracks the buttons inside the email notification sent to your customers. So if you see here, you can check when was the last time the customer saw the email or connected to the SeekMake dashboard on your website. So this is the feature. It will tell you when the customer has seen the code or no. If he hasn't seen it, simplest way to do it is to go here. Let me choose a code with the price. Okay, let's say this one. This is usually what I do. I click AI Assistant. He will generate a message for me because I already sent this customer a price. So this customer name is Riyadh. AI will generate the perfect message to convert him. We just tell him we analyzed your low profile, geometric, solid, hexagonal. So the AI will describe the 3D model. So the customer will feel that it's not AI generated. This manufacturer knows what I want to manufacture. And it will follow up with the exact price. The order total is 22 euros. With the exact details, the material, everything. I click use message. I click send. And it will have a pay now button. Customer clicks it, goes to payment. And this is how I convert my customers. So this is one of the features that you can use. If you're receiving 10 codes a day, they don't pay. You've seen that they didn't see the code. You send them a message, a custom message. They receive an email notification. And that's it. And of course, I think everyone knows it, but the follow-up automation is one of the most important features to convert your customers. You need to remind your customers to complete the draft. And the draft, it's when the customer uploads a file, but doesn't complete the code request. And then we have a reminder to proceed to payment. Both reminders will have one button to go complete the draft or to do the payment. So the goal in SeekMake features is to make it very easy for the customer to proceed to pay and to complete the code. And of course, as everyone, every SeekMake customer knows, you can control the notifications, you can add SMS, you can add WhatsApp. And these are one of the main features for doing sales on SeekMake. Yeah, if anyone has a question regarding those features, we have text to 3D, we have to see the order, the code if seen or not. Then we have the follow-up message using AI. I hope it was clear.
I have a question for you, Richard.
Yes, Brandon.
The image to 3D, is there improvements that will be made to that, or is it a self-learning AI that will improve the more we use it, or?
Right now we've made our own AI. Yes, it's getting better day by day. For now, it's for only mechanical parts. So because it's generating 3D model using math. So the customer will describe, I don't know, for example, a simple part. The AI can generate it, he can edit it. But as a next step, we're adding, I don't know if you know, there is Meshi AI and other AI systems that can generate artistic models. So I don't know, you upload a model of Cristiano Ronaldo, then you will get a very accurate model of Cristiano Ronaldo. The issue in those models, we can add them in 2 days, but the issue is that they are very expensive. And in this case, if you add text to 3D feature to your instant code, anyone can generate a 3D model and doesn't complete an order, you are losing money, we are losing money, so it's not worth it. Our goal is to make it very cheap, even for free. So anyone can play with it, even if they don't, doesn't convert to customer. So this is the goal of why we added this feature.
Yeah, I noticed I've been doing a lot of the wildlife images to 3D with Meshi, but I didn't realize that SeekMake was pretty much more mechanical right now.
Yes.
That is a feature that I'd love to see more of, is the images to 3D. And I'm really hoping to see more of the improvements to that. I know we took a fish and put it in there the other day, and it did not turn out very well, but it was fish-like. But
so just to step in here real quick, so I can share something out of my real business experience. So I mean, there are like a couple of different sections where you can focus your business on. We are focused onto the B2B sector. So we are manufacturing for other manufacturing companies that are building products or manufacturing products. And for us, this tool is super important because we normally lose a lot of time when there is a manufacturing company that has no idea about 3D modeling or 3D sketching and is sending us like sketches on paper that we have to construct and cut. So it takes like a lot of time, it takes a lot of money. So the tool enables our customers to create like a draft without talking to us and using our time and paying money for it, that we can finalize later in the cut to make the production ready part. But of course, I totally get you. We have a lot of SeekMake users that are also providing printing services to private customers. I mean, I had one private customer now as well that we did as a favor. And he had like a little cat that was sketched as always as a logo. And he wanted this cat in 3D. And we used the SeekMake tool, but a more advanced version of it in the beta version to create a 3D model out of it. So it's possible, but it's still in testing.
We do regular customer stuff, but our biggest thing lately, especially with the fish and the wildlife, has been the government agencies, more specifically DNR.
Okay, interesting.
Asking for models. So as their current process is been ceramic molding and stuff like that, but it takes anywhere from 18 to 24 months before they see something back.
They're making fish. They're making fish in ceramic molds.
That's what they were doing previous to discovering the 3D printing. So now we've been supplying the Minnesota government and some of the other local governments with wildlife, mostly fish lately, but we're starting to get into more birds, and we got a request for a deer here now. So it's interesting every day.
Okay, yeah, good to hear. I mean, I'm surprised to hear every day when I talk to different manufacturers what kind of fields and services are available out there, also in different countries. It's just amazing. But the thing that I see there every time is like, forget the competition. There is enough for everyone.
Yes, exactly. For all the people here who are trying to grow their business, one thing I should mention, and because I've seen a lot of data about the 3D printing market right now, it's exploding. It's super exciting to see that people are interested in launching 3D printing businesses, even from the home, from the garage, because with AI, 3D modeling will be easier. 3D printing will be the next big thing. In every corner, there will be a 3D printing service. So this is a very good opportunity for people who want to make money, but you need to know how to do it and how to scale it and how to grow it very fast. And we are here to help. This is the few things that we want to show. We don't have a lot of time, but these are the main things: follow-up automation, text to 3D, Google Ads, SEO. These are the main things that you need to have to start getting your first customers and growing bit by bit. I will share just 30 seconds of my past experience. In 2021, I started a small 3D printing business from my bedroom in France. And we grew it from 3 machines to 25 machines, then to 60 machines. So we had the whole farm in less than 1 year and a half. And I was also friends with SeekMake team at that time. And they were testing with me the first AI system for price calculation and design feedback. And since then, we grew the business X2, X3 each year for the next 3 years. Then I went out from the business. Now I'm doing other stuff and also consulting with SeekMake. So this is my past experience. And I've seen that it's very important to be on the wave. So you need to be doing stuff that other manufacturers, they don't do. This is how you differentiate yourself, and this is how you grow fast, because there is a lot of competition if you don't have the best system, if you're not doing Google Ads, if you're not based on SEO, if you don't provide your customer that small added value, even like text to 3D, it's not generating very complex 3D models, but it's giving an added value. Like Max said, even B2B customers can generate a 3D model and just a draft to show you the idea. Then you can edit the draft and get the deal done outside of SeekMake. I hope everyone has a good time here. I hope everyone is getting some help from this talk. If anyone has a question, we'd be happy to help.
Thank you for your insights.
Richard, this is really useful, so thanks a lot. I want to know, why did you sell the 3D printing business?
Very good question. So yeah, hardware is not for me, to be honest. And the issue I had is that the business was very good, but I needed people to work with me because 60 3D printers to manage them. And back then we didn't have Bamboo Labs. Now with Bamboo Labs, if you give me the option, I may launch again. But back then we had the Prusa, we had the Ultimaker, and running a farm with those wasn't very easy. So now with Bamboo Labs, I think it's more automated, it's faster, it's better to be in the 3D printing space. But back then, no.
Yeah, it's very different now. I saw an Arthropod this week that was 25 centimeters in, or I think 30 centimeters long, and it looked excellent. And then I was thinking back to the first time I tried to print Arthro on a Prusa, and it was a completely different world.
Exactly. So, back then it was different. So now I'm thinking of running a business again, but I don't know. So I'd be happy to help people get there faster. So I'm enjoying my time here. So all is good.
Definitely. Thank you so much for your insights, Adel. So I think this was a lot of input, a lot of valuable input. One last thing before we end this call. I just sent into the chat my email again. If you're not using SeekMake yet or using the free version, if you want to test SeekMake Professional for 1 month for free, just send me an email to max@seekmake.com and then we will give you Professional for 1 month for free, so you see what you get for your money's worth. Thank you so much for your appearance, and we see us again certainly in private secondary talks. Have a nice evening or day.
Thank you very much, everyone.
Depending on it. Oh, yeah, sorry, please. There was a raised hand. Bavin?
I think he was there saying goodbye.
Okay, I get it.
Yeah.
See you then. Bye-bye.
Okay, bye-bye. Thank you, everyone.
Bye. Thanks.